So I've come to our bedroom, which is not looking the most tidy. I actually really want to do a final makeover video because we did this so long ago, but we haven't got a radiator yet. And I want to like complete the video where I share everything we did and all the details. This is our bedroom if you're curious. It's a bit of, there's bits everywhere, but like realistically when you see these videos of people's rooms and makeovers, it's all been finessed and made to look very pretty, but my bedroom looks normal. I have kittens on the bed, stuff, toiletries on the bedside tables, tissues, fans, iPads on the floor. But this cupboard needs organising and emptying really, because there's just so much stuff in there. It's very cosy down here. Can you see this mess? Look at that. All needs to come out. We've got things like a little book of love letters, my back massager that I won at the Pinterest event. I do use it sometimes, but I did use it once and then it ended up like hurting me more than solving the problem. Like I ended up with like really severe back pain for like a week afterwards. I think it's because there was a lot of tension in my neck, that's why I used it, but it didn't help, so now I'm a bit afraid of it. I've got loads of phone cases, which actually I'm going to put somewhere else because this is not a very sensible place to put your phone cases. And I have quite a few of them because I've worked with Casetify in the past, and I do love their phone cases. Actually, I might change my phone case because I want one with a... Is there one that's a bit more autumnal? Yeah, I'm going to change to this little mushroom one that's got the octo buddy on the back so I can use that for filming. But I'm going to put these actually next door in the office because it feels more like, I don't know, sensible to be in there. Books that I need to read. Actually, I'm going to put all these downstairs because I have this issue where I put books in my bedside table because I'm like, oh, I'm going to read them next, and then it just piles up and piles up, when really I should just have the book I'm currently reading on my bedside table, or in this instance it's on the Kindle. So this is by Hannah Ritchie, and I think that they sent it to me, Not the End of the World, How We Can Be the First Generation to Build a Sustainable Planet. And I've really gone off reading non-fiction at the minute, but I do, when I finish the series, the ACOTAR series, I do want to kind of like have two on the go, where I'm like almost reading this one alongside fantasy, like non-fiction. But I tend to listen to non-fiction. I've even got my cookbook up here for some reason. My Current Body mask. I've got so many pretty phone cases. Look at these flower ones. Can you see them? It's like a daisy one and like a multicoloured flower. And this is very like spring meadow. This is a good one. I am the peas knees. I'm gonna go for mushrooms because it's coming up to that time. I also just took off my screen protector because it was cracked, so I need to swap that and make sure I actually do it. But let's organise this. I'm going to organise it into piles and then put it back in the drawer, but I don't need this up here. This can just go downstairs. I think potentially I had this up here because there was a period of time where I was doing my meal plans in bed, but I've decided that I no longer do anything like work related or I don't know, like organisational at night. I need to like chill out instead of doing that, so I'm going to take that downstairs, but I'm going to organise all these things and then put them back where they belong. Oh my gosh, I remember I bought this book for Roxy, Total Recall Perfect Response Training, and then never ever looked at it. And I actually got some books the other day in Porthleven. Got this Cornish folklore book, and this is really cute. It's just got lots of different folklore information in there. Hello, Zuzi. And I also got a recipe book, like a Cornish recipe book, because I thought that'd be good for inspiration. But I was just noticed that I have Rebecca, Daphne du Maurier's, one of my faves, if not my favourite book. They had a copy of 4 great Cornish novels, Jamaica Inn, Rebecca, Frenchman's Creek and My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier, all in one big book. And I just thought that was just too cool. It was only £6. Love the cover, so I'm going to put that somewhere where I can like pride of place. Maybe even up here, because I've got, you're sitting on top of a Jane Austen copy of all of her novels that I got when I was a teenager. and another book. I might actually literally just put it there so I can have it up here as two of my favourite novels. Got a lot of journals, meal planners. This is cute and all, but I have to be more detailed than this because of work. I have to have it kind of like, this is good if you're just doing it for your own personal meals, but if I'm thinking of photo shoots and things like that, it needs to be more detailed. So I might actually give that to my mum or sister, see if either of them would use that and want that. This is for gardening. I'm going to put that downstairs because I'll use that hopefully next year. This is another gardening one. Okay, so this can be my gardening diary. Downstairs. This is neat. This is like a little light that you can put over your shoulder. So if you're reading at night and you don't want to disturb your partner, you can just have this on. If you're not using a Kindle. No, that rarely happens with me. In fact, Alex should probably have this because I'm always asleep before him. So I might put that on his side. Oh look, these are the new phone covers. I can actually put one on my phone now before I forget. These are also I get these also from Casetify. Ooh. I've been looking for my Kindle for so long and I thought I'd lost it. I've been borrowing Alex's and I just found it in my bedside table. Hello. Guess what I just found?
What?
My Kindle.
Where?
Bedside table.
Under?
In.
Oh.
Well, it's funny because I looked for it there and then just it was there. I just didn't look well enough. Yep. In the place that it should have been.
Well, that's good at least.
I thought you'd be mad. I thought you'd be like, why didn't you look there? So I think she can go pride of place right there. Cute. And now I've got my bedside drawer, which I need to tidy up. This is so much better. We've got my journal, skincare, medicine like paracetamol. And look how empty this is. So the top drawer is just my current body mask and toothbrush, charger, and the little massage gun. And then down here is my little astrology chart my sister got me and this little book. And I now have space where I can put books there if I want to, but it's not stuffed full anymore, which is the dream. And then here, basically I've ended up with extra skin in me because sometimes if I'm on holiday or the occasional time I forget, I end up with getting behind. And I also think one month they sent me 2 by accident. So I've got these extras and what I've been doing with them is I've been using them on my back of my hands and on my chest and neck. And I just make sure that I moisturise and I put SPF on the next day, like on the back of my hands after I've done my face. And then if my neck is on show, I'll also put SPF there too. I've got this hand cream. I put on this every night, my Sweet Wild Orange hand balm from Lush. I usually have some kind of Lush hand balm or thing to use. And then my pillow mist, this is from Bramley. This has lasted a really long time. It's still half full and I use it pretty much every night. And I swear they got me this last Christmas when I went to that PR event. So it has lasted. And then we've got these little tissues from Who Gives a Crap. We buy them in bulk. Not the prettiest. It kind of ruins the aesthetic. I feel like I should get a little tissue cover for the bedroom. In fact, yeah, I should because I've got one downstairs that's nice. So it's nice to have tissues upstairs and downstairs, because we've got one in the kitchen and it's just good to have one upstairs. This is when we both had COVID and we were getting through so many tissues. I've just had a thought that I kind of want to sort my pyjamas out because I recently got some nighties from a charity shop, not a pyjama shop, and they were the 90s I was wearing in some of my vlogs recently, and some of you had said where are they from. Go to your local charity shop and see if anyone's donated like old or vintage 90s. I would really like some like proper vintage, really like full length 90s. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I find them so comfortable to sleep in. And then when you get out of bed, it's not like if you're wearing a t-shirt, it's a bit like you feel a bit like a slob. I find with a pretty nightie, it's kind of dress-like, so that you can go downstairs and if someone answers the door, you're not, I mean, you're in a nightie, but I just feel more presentable and I like the look of them. They kind of just match my style. So I just really like them. And it means that I've got quite a lot of pajamas that just sit in the bottom of the drawer and I don't wear them. And yeah, in fact, I also have some more. These are my winter ones. Actually, no, that's literally just one pair. They're fine. They're my Christmas Day pajamas, but I bet you I'm going to look at these and I'm going to be like, no, they're all fine. I like all of them. Actually, yeah, they are all fine and I do like all of them. So I did buy this a while ago. In fact, I might ask my sister if she wants this. I got this because I got the matching dressing gown, and this is kind of a similar, oh, I don't know, maybe I should try it on. I have never slept in this because it's just too, it's not comfortable. It's more like a kind of like a sexy dress. It's like a dress, like realistically you would see someone wear this as an outfit. It's so pretty. Every time I've gone to worn it, it makes me feel quite self-conscious because it's a bit too small for me, because I think it's a size too small for me now. It's kind of an example of one of those things, I always talk about this in my decluttering videos, where I've kept it because I always think, oh, I'll lose the weight and I'll be that size again. But it just makes me feel a bit rubbish having it in the drawer. So I'm going to give it to my sister because she won't be able to wear it now because she's pregnant, but I feel like she would quite like this. Maybe in the future she might wear it. So I'm going to give it to my sister because I feel like she would really like that. I've got quite a lot of these organic basics. No, they're quite useful. I do wear all of these. I have my wedding pyjamas, which again, I don't wear because they're too small for me now, and I can't get rid of them, my wedding pyjamas. I have this pair of, why don't I wear these? Oh, they're absolutely minuscule, that's why. Again, Pangea little shorts. Can you believe that these are a size large? I don't know how that works because they look like a size 10. They are so tiny. Pyjamas actually aren't as bad. This is another one that I've had for a really long time, but it's actually falling apart. I always used to wear this on holidays because it's a play suit, but it works so great as a pyjama because it is so floaty. But I know now this will be quite fitted on me. And it has got a little tear in the sleeve, which I could repair. But I just don't think it fits me. I think this is going to have to be a donate. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. In fact, while we're here, I'm getting carried away. I'm gonna do my underwear because I had the same situation where I keep stuff because I think, oh, one day I'll fit it or one day I'll wear that bra. I need to go get fitted for my bra. This is something I think, because I've been doing this I Gain the Weight Back series. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it. But when it comes to underwear, that's something that I have found particularly difficult. And I haven't had like my bra size measured in a really long time, just because I feel worried about what size I'll be and it being different. And so I keep all these bras that don't fit me anymore and make me feel uncomfortable when I wear them. And I really ought to go, or you can actually measure yourself at home. I did it once, and around when we got married, and I got a couple nice bras. And they were lovely at the time, but they obviously don't fit me now. So I think what I should do is put those away. I always think I don't want to throw away things because you don't know in the future whether you might fit something again. Not in a kind of like, this is me being sensible, because I do fluctuate. There might be a time when I fit those and I don't want to throw them away for the sake of it because it's wasteful. So what I might do is put these in a bag somewhere in another room. So if one day they did fit me, I've not wasted expensive bras that are nice and barely worn, because I only wore them for like maybe 6 months to a year when they fit me. And it is a bra size I have been very frequently throughout my life. So I don't want to just get rid of them because I'm not that bra size currently, if that makes sense. Obviously around your wedding you get some nice sexy bras. But yeah, I just don't fit these. So I'm not going to throw them away though, because I do think that is a bit wasteful. With clothing it's slightly different, because clothes you wear a lot over the years, they kind of reach the end of their life potentially if they've got a lot of wear, or you just realistically think you're never going to fit them. But because this is a bra size it's kind of the general bra size I've usually been, I'm going to keep them. Let's just streamline this, shall we? I'm not going to do a big declutter because I have definitely done that with you quite recently. I just wanted to have a quick glance at the clothes I've not worn this summer, the clothes maybe that don't fit me anymore, and take them out. It may not be anything, which would be a win. Like I said, I have done a declutter with you. I feel like it was the spring summer one, and when I actually do take the winter bits out, which I'm not going to do today, we've got my brother-in-law and his girlfriend staying with us this week, so it's under their bed. I'm not going to snoop in their guest room when they're there, but they're out for a nice dog walk at the minute. But yeah, I just wanted to just have a glance and kind of be like, are there any things I'm really not wearing? Okay, so this dress has been on my sort of declutter optional list for a really long time. I do quite like the colour on me. It's a cute dress, but in reality, it never gets worn. I don't know why that is. I don't know, because every time I go to declutter it, I'm like, oh, but it's so cute. But I just never wear it, so I'm going to sell this on Vinted. It's from Linen Fox. It probably won't be live on Vinted. Well, we'll see. If it's, I'll link my Vinted so you can follow me, and then you'll see when it comes up on there. And then this one is from Sea Salt. My friend actually gave me this, so I almost feel I need to check with her. I'm gonna ask her if she minds me selling it, and maybe I feel like I could just sell it for her and give her the money for it, because I didn't buy this, so I'd feel guilty selling it. But again, I just haven't really worn it since she gifted it to me. I think for the same reason, it doesn't flatter my body shape personally, but it's a sort of dress that would look really good on someone else. Very like practical. It's lovely blue colour. It's got a pocket. It's got a belt. Like, it's a lovely dress, but it doesn't really suit me very well. And then shoes. These ones I have been debating decluttering for so long, and just similarly, I just don't wear them enough. I reckon I probably wear these like once a year, because I just don't wear heels. I live in the countryside, and I've had them for a really long time. They're from Koi Footwear when I did a collaboration with them, and they've got nice heels. They're like quite chunky, but they just don't get worn. Same goes for these Vivea shoes. I used to wear them a lot. I think potentially the years where I had a few more holidays, would be going to London more in the summer, doing more things, but I just think as my life becomes more countrified, I don't get to wear these as much, and the colour as well doesn't match as many things in my wardrobe. So these are very comfortable though, really recommend them. They've got faux leather, and it's like a really comfy material, so I'll put these on my Vinted too. So those are definitely going to go from this cupboard, but everything else is looking quite good. And now I'm just going to quickly look in here. Turning out to be a nice quick declutter. I'm like rethinking everything about how I declutter now, because if I did that more regularly, that took me like, how long did it take me? 10 minutes. Look at my hair getting bedraggled here. That took me 10 minutes rather than me spending an entire day when I do my big declutters with you. This could be a whole new thing, like every month or every like couple of months I just have a quick look and pop some things on Vinted, so I'm not keeping clothes that make me feel like rubbish because they don't fit me, that kind of thing. This was one that I mentioned to you in the last declutter that I bought with a pair of trousers, but it's just way too booby for me personally. I feel like this is the perfect thing if you don't have big boobs, because it ties at the front and it's so pretty with the big sleeves. That's why I bought it. But for me, I'm exploding out of it. It's just way too booby. So this would be great if you've got a smaller chest. It's so pretty. This cap visor, I just never wear it, and it's very cute. It's got a bow at the back, but I've literally worn it once, maybe, if that. And I also think it's a bit too small for my head. This is a Viveya handbag that I actually love. Like, I really like the look of it. I love the style. And obviously this is just part and parcel of being a content creator and working with brands. When you do a campaign, they're going to want to send you this style and the other style so that you can share it with the audience. And I love that part of my job. I'm so grateful for it. But sometimes after a couple of years, I realise that maybe one of them is getting more use than the other, and I'd prefer just to keep the one. So this one is less used. It's because it's paler, and the straps on the other one, I can adjust the strap. But if you're someone who loves a nice ivory bag, I feel like this is perfect gym bag. But again, I use the other one for the gym if I use it. But again, it's just like a lifestyle thing. I'm not living in a city where I'm walking around a lot or going out a lot where I do need different bags for different outfits. I tend to stick to the same handbag most of the time when I go out the house, because I'm just nipping to and from the shop. I'm not like walking around a city. But it's a kind of lovely sort of tote bag shape. So I'm going to put that on my Vinted. And also it's got like this little pocket inside where you can put your laptop or notepad, phone, that kind of thing. So they're all going to go online too. So that's pretty good. Nice little declutter. Oh, also, if you were watching during the Taylor Swift Eras Tour outfit find, I did order 2 pairs of cowboy boots because these were the wrong size. These were men's size 8, and men's size 8 is not the same as women's size 8, so I needed to get men's size 9 or something. So they didn't fit me, and I never got around to selling them at the time, so kind of like a bit silly because I could have sold them for someone else going on the Eras Tour. But if you're interested in a pair of cowboy boots, I love my brown ones and I can see myself wearing them a lot in the future. I've already worn them a couple times since Taylor Swift. So yeah, these are some lovely black ones that I wish I could fit, but I don't. So I'm going to be selling them back on. It's another day. I'm on the floor in the green bedroom, and under this bed is some clothing I'm going to chuck up here, and I just wanted to go through this first. I know there's a shoe on the bed, that's a bit gross, isn't it? I just wanted to check this first because I wanted to put some things on Vinted. Oh, are you serious? And I figured if I'm going to do Vinted, I'd rather do it all at the same time. No clue what's in here. Oh my god, so this is my cycling stuff. So I think I put this in here kind of like, I'm going to keep this cycling kit because if one day the hobby returns, I don't want to have spent money on cycling gear that I then have to repurchase. But now I'm just kind of thinking, will this hobby ever return? And if it did, I feel like I wouldn't take it that seriously. So I think I'm actually going to sell those things. I loved cycling when I was younger because I didn't have the fear, to be honest with you. Whereas now, just cycling in Cornwall, where I live, there are so many tractors and there are so many crazy drivers. The roads are very windy where there's blind spots, and I would feel so scared going out on a bike. Whereas when I was younger, I didn't care as much. I wasn't as fearful. Maybe I just had a reason to go on my bike, so I was like cycling to and from work, for example. And obviously we did a big old trip around Southeast Asia where I had that confidence and it was just sort of fun and frivolous. But I am really tempted to sell our bikes, and if one day I wanted to get back into cycling, purchase a mountain bike so I could go on trails as opposed to going on the roads, because we just don't cycle. And this summer I said to myself, if I don't cycle this summer, then it's just not something that fits into my lifestyle. I do find that challenging when I've had like a hobby in my life that I've enjoyed so much, it's brought me a lot of joy and adventure like cycling has. I feel bad, or I feel so sad when it's something that I can't fit in anymore, and I always hold on to it because I'm like, oh, one day it'll come back, but it's like it just doesn't fit into my life with my schedule of work or like the weekends and what I want to do. Like, I'd way rather just be spending the day gardening, whereas I used to love the idea of just going on the bike for the day. And also when it comes to exercise, I can't do all the exercise. Like, if I had a dream exercise routine, it'd be just doing strength training a few times a week and then a yoga class, and I don't know that cycling fits into that. I actually am going to speak to Alex about this because I think we should sell our bikes, and I think that we should, in the future, if we wanted to get back into biking, we should get mountain bikes. So I'm actually going to sell these, but let's have a quick look. I'm not gonna, it's too early to actually like get the winter clothes out, but I do want to just double check there's nothing in here very quickly that I want to sell before I do vintage. So this is all my scarves. I don't think there's anything in here that I want to sell. So I've got all my lovely jumpers, which are all fun colours actually. We've got red, blue, green, and then more autumnal colours. No, this definitely is nothing to sell. In fact, I might, if I'm remembering rightly, I think before I put all this away I did declutter. But it's always quite nice to like check, you know, kind of do one when you put it away and then do one when you put it out, because you may have changed your lifestyle. Who's at the doorbell? These shoes are kind of like a good example. No, I quite like these shoes. This is weird looking at winter clothes. Love these boots. I didn't actually put away as much this time. These are my lovely Nobody's Child velvet corduroy dresses. My this is a tough one. This is a good one to potentially get rid of. And then we just got a polo neck. So these are my only two question marks. So these, I love these, but I think I just bought them in the size too small because I've never really worn them. I wore them for a very short period of time, and even then they were small. So these are from Sea Salt. So I'm going to put these on Vinted. They're a size 12. They're gorgeous. I love them. It's like my dream pair of trousers, like a blue culotte in corduroy, but they just are so tight. So I'm not even going to try them on because I was tempted then and I thought, no, it's going to make me feel bad. Because there's this attachment I have, and I've took, like, this is just all to do with gaining weight and fluctuating in size. I have such a funny attachment to clothes, and I've talked about it loads, but like it's almost like I'm really getting to the point now. I'm like understanding myself better, because I did definitely hold on to clothes as a really negative way of seeing my body, where I would value the fact that these are a certain size and so I should be able to fit into them. But I shouldn't fit into clothes. Clothes should fit my body. And I really need to remind myself of that, because my body acceptance journey and experience needs to include clothing at the forefront, because it's kind of a good place to start, to accept that your body is the size that it is and you should make clothes fit your body, not make you fit the clothes. So there is no room, unless, like I said, I think that unless it's something that's expensive, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the bras, it makes sense for me to keep those somewhere away just in case I can wear them again, because they were expensive and I'm not really, I have a different mindset around that. But stuff that's like practical stuff that should be in your wardrobe, like it all should fit you, unless it's something like a hobby or bras or something that maybe, like, I don't know, something's more practical and there's a reason why you would want to keep it. Yeah, like I said, the bras, that's a bra size I've always been, and I have been many, many times through my life, so I don't really want to just be frivolous. And I could say that'll be these trousers, like I'm generally speaking a size 12, but like them being there, something about that makes me feel negative. Something's different about clothes though, even though I generally speaking have been a size 12 and probably will be at some point. Maybe I'll be a size 14 or 16, and maybe I'll be a size 10 or 12, because I'm a woman and my body changes, and that's the reality, and it always has done. Having this in my wardrobe, I open the drawer, and when it's like quite full and you see clothes that have never really fit you comfortably, you kind of, it's a reminder, isn't it, that you should one day fit that. You're not quite good enough right now, because you should be fitting those trousers that you love and you want to wear. And I don't need that in my life, so I'm going to sell these, and one of you who will actually fit them and enjoy them can love the pair of trousers that they are. So I'm going to sell those. I'm not sure about these boots. I am trying to reduce my boots. I love these boots. They're so nice and they're so pretty. But the reality is, my life, again, I just don't wear boots outside of my Blundstones and my Doc Martens. And then I do have like a smart pair. I need to check what smart pairs of boots I have, but they just get worn like once or twice, and I don't get around to wearing them because my life is not like that anymore, and I'm kind of keeping stuff like the hobbies, the cycling clothes, for this life I used to have where I lived in a city, or I lived somewhere where or I'd dress up or whatever. It's just not, it's not the way. So these are going to be decluttered. I'll put those back under the bed for next time. I'm tempted, I was tempted to go underneath this bed because there's like stuff under here, but in fact, actually no, I will, because there's stuff that needs selling. There's like cameras, and Alex is on a mission to sell right now. Whoops. So, actually this is good timing. We've got my Canon EOS 80D. We have got another lens, got a Rode mic. I actually need Alex to lift the bed up to get these drawers out. We have a projector. So that all this money just sitting here. We're on a budget right now because we really want to save for house renovations. So we're trying to sell things. We've just done our own personal budget where we've gone through all of our incoming and expenses, sort of set goals for that. So like how much we should be spending monthly on certain things, and then like what our bare minimum spendings are, so that we can put aside money and save, which I really recommend if you are trying to pay off debt, or if you're trying to save for something big. It means you get there sooner, because we were kind of for a while being like, we really want to do this renovations, we want to do this stuff, but we're not saving monthly, and we really want to be intentional with it. So stuff like going through your house and seeing what you can sell. Like I've got this Google Nest hub. I don't know why. This is some of this stuff, I'm not really sure why we've got some of these things, or whether we've got an old Xbox in here. Surely you can sell that. I reckon Alex might tell me that it's not going to be worth anything because it's old. What is this? Roku Stream Bar. Goodness me. I think that this was our drawer to sell, and then we've just forgotten. Our wall hook for Sonos. Alex's Xbox controller. This is like a gimbal. Sky remote. That might be quite useful to have a spare. And there's one thing in here I can't get out. But that's a lot of good stuff that even if we just sell things for like 50 quid here, 25 quid there, it all adds up. Hopefully we can put that aside in a pot. And thank you for watching. I'm now going to go into selling mode. I'll do Vinted, Alex can do all the gadgets and take some pictures. And like I said, I'll link my Vinted account below so you can go shop my wardrobe for those things that I'm decluttering. And I hope you enjoyed. And you've done a good declutter too. I know lots of you like to put these videos on and declutter whilst you're watching as motivation. And I've got loads of cozy autumn content coming, September content. I know it's not technically autumn yet, but it's the Burr months that are coming, and it's autumn at the end of this month. The leaves are turning brown and I'm very excited, and I have so much cute content coming. Look forward to that. Subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.